Alright, it is time to really address the nonsense argument that keeps going on and on and on. The argument of recruit 5, who recruits 5, who recruit 5. That is the argument that is regurgitated by the anti-MLM. To fully explain what in the world this is all about, this means that MLM, multi-level marketing, is supposedly designed in such a way that if you were to do this business, you would join a company and you will have to recruit 5 people, and these 5 people recruit another 5 people, and these 5 people recruit another 5 each. And this kind of recruiting goes on and on and on, and by the 13th cycle, by the 13 levels, more than the entire population would have been recruited. Initially, I have tackled this stupid hypothesis. I have addressed this, stating that if this hypothesis is rooted in truth and the recruitment of the entire population is inevitable because of how MLM, the way it is designed to make that become a reality, which means it is doomed to fail. But why on earth does the entire population not recruited yet after all these years, even with the help of technology that have advanced so much over the years, making sign-ups easier and faster? But still, network marketing industry, MLM, direct selling industry, whatever you want to call it, still have not recruited even 1% of the populations. Just take a look at Amway. Well, that was my argument. That is enough to prove that anti-MLMs are wrong, correct? However, it seems like they refuses to even acknowledge the fact that they are wrong. As a matter of fact, they even flip my argument, thinking that they are so slick. What they say was this: if it does not recruit the entire population, it proves that it does not work. This is absolutely nonsense. Okay? Just take a look at this video.
When we were reacting to Patrick's video earlier, the guy who said "gip goop" or whatever and started dancing, he talked about how it's a straw man argument when anti-MLMers bring up the 5 who recruit 5 who recruit 5, whatever. He talked about how it's nonsense because it would never actually happen as a matter of like real world, you know, probability, because it would never happen. And this to them, and I've heard Scott and Peter echo this same thing, to them that is proof that the endless chain argument is nonsense. They go, well, if the 5 by 5 by 5 can only be repeated 13 times before you run out of people, how come we haven't recruited the entire world yet? And another good one I heard is, Jesus Christ has been recruiting for 2,000 years and he still hasn't recruited everyone to Christianity yet. There's still Muslims and Buddhists and blah, 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 blah. Again, nonsense, false equivalencies. The fact that everyone in the world has not been recruited to MLM yet is proof that it doesn't work. Because if it did work, and you could recruit 5 who recruit 5 who recruit 5, which is what they say you have to do, and that would only take 13 cycles, we would already see everyone in it. So the thing that they are trying to hold up as proof is actually proof for the opposite argument. This is how deep into the self-gaslighting and mindless brainwashing nonsense that these people are in.
So now you have seen it. I have to say it is such a stupid argument. I will address this from all directions so that you guys, they will not have anywhere to run to. Okay, first, let's say that it does not work, meaning it does not work as it is intended to, which is to unalive itself by recruiting the entire population on earth. So it won't work in recruiting the entire population on earth, which is why it proves that it does not work. Okay, to that I will respond like, honestly speaking, no shit, Sherlock. Of course it is not supposed to work that way, because the system is designed to last forever, stupid. Okay, so that this business opportunity will be available to anyone and everyone who are entrepreneurial at heart. And if you once again turn it around once again to say that it still proves that it does not work because there's no progress, if it does not fulfill its promise that it will recruit the entire population on earth, because that's what the leaders say, okay, that's what the leader claims, well, it defeats the purpose that it is a viable business. That's what you guys will say. Again, it is still such a stupid argument. What is happening here is that you guys cannot understand that maybe, just maybe, the rate of recruitment for the entire population could not keep up with the number of people making babies. The number of people being recruited could not keep up with the number of people turning 18. The number of people being recruited could not keep up with the number of people going into workforce. The number of people being recruited could not keep up with the number of people retiring. Have you ever thought of that? No, of course not. Because if you have thought of it, you will not be making stupid argument like this. But if you still want to hang on to the argument of recruiting system so badly, so desperately, and tries to say that the system, if the system of recruit 5 until we run out of people, if it does work, it is doomed to fail. It is doomed to fail. And if it doesn't happen, it shows that our system is flawed. Okay, let's phrase it another way, because I know you like to say the same points but in different style, in different wordings, hanging on desperately to win the arguments that you know you will lose. Okay, if everyone in network marketing is not recruiting faster than the rate of human cycle of life, it is proof that the system is rigged to make you fail instead of succeeding. Again, that is another stupid argument. You guys could not even think that maybe we recruit slow and yet people can still succeed. Just take a look at this video about Amway annual recognition video. So now that you have seen the video about Amway recognition videos, this is just a snippet of Amway recognition. The video is about 1 hour and over more than 2 hours. But please bear in mind, I am giving anti-MLM a huge steel manning for their argument, meaning they have the upper hand, because I'm not using any random company. I'm using the oldest company, because I use the oldest company. Basically, it's more like the older the company, the more none of us should join it, because the logic here is that if you join a very old company, meaning that the market have been overly saturated. However, the video proves otherwise. People are still joining Amway and they are still succeeding. Okay, because let's phrase it another way. Amway is one of the oldest, and normally because it is so freaking old, it will be much harder for me to prove that it is still producing people who are succeeding even until now. Correct? Do we have an understanding on this? However, based on this video, people are still starting out at Amway and they are still succeeding. Look, I know it is too much mind-blowing for you, or maybe you guys are so deep into the anti-MLM rabbit hole, you guys could not accept defeat. But truth is truth, no matter how much you hate it. So now, using this video, does it prove that Recruit 5, by Recruit 5, the entire population gone is actually feasible? If yes, why in the world are there still people succeeding? If the doom and gloom of recruiting 5 until everyone on earth is recruited, there should not be any people at this Amway recognition. Nada. None. There shouldn't be nothing. Okay? How about I phrase it another way? Okay? What if you guys say that no other companies have recruiting system, only us have them, only MLM have them, only direct selling have them? Well, if that is your argument, why in the world does Google Workspace have recruiting system? Just take a look at this video. So, this is the Google Workspace referral program, the official one, the actual legitimate one. So right smack in the middle, you can see it specifically said, you join, you refer, you earn. Sounds exactly like MLM. Just like in MLM, you have to join. Just like in MLM, you have to refer. Just like in MLM, you can earn from referral. And how will Google pay you? If the person you refer purchase something like Google Workspace, you earn from their purchase. And guess what? If they want to earn from Google Workspace, they too will have to take part in the referral program, and they will refer another person. And if that person wants to earn from Google Workspace, they refer, and so on and so forth. This creates the endless recruiting chain. Newsflash, okay? So now you may argue that Google Workspace, the people using Google Workspace do not necessarily earn from Google Workspace alone. They have their own business, and that is why they use Google Workspace in the first place. And that is exactly my point. It is exactly like MLM, where they earn retail commission from selling products and not based on recruitment. It is just like MLM, where if I sell to businessmen and they use the products only for their own usage or for their business purposes. You see, this particular argument is directed at how people uses the system. Is the system exactly the same as each other, Google and MLM? The system is exactly the same. Both refer, both can earn. In anti-MLM language, we both, Google and MLM, have to consistently look for suckers who are willing to lose money in order for us to earn. This is doublespeak, programming your mind to see the worst in business industry. So in a nutshell, that is how business works. That is how Google included works. Okay, we have to recruit people, we have to get them to buy stuff, and that is how we get paid. That's it. That's all there is to it. So now let's consider another point of view. If the recruit 5 until everyone on earth is recruited, if it does not happen, it shows that it does not work. But based on this video, based on all the video that I have shared, does it prove that it does not work? No, it still works. What do you mean it don't work? If it don't, sorry for the language, if it don't fucking work, there should not be any recognition ceremony being carried out. Okay? Now I have talked quite a lot. Look man, I'm just stating factual logic, and I am not using any form of motivational mindless babbles. If you cannot accept it, truth is still truth. Okay, now next topic is lobbying. Gosh, I love this topic. A lot of stupid people trying to say stupid shit to more stupid people. Allow me to debunk their argument for now. 1 year ago, I talked about lobbying issues. I explained that lobbying is not the factor that determines the company legitimacy. And when they do it, they just do it for the sake of formalities. In the video, the previous video that I have made, Lobbying Myth with Patrick Ong, I clearly stated that Amway, one of the biggest lobbyists in the network marketing history, could not even compare to the amount that is lobbied by Meta, Facebook. And that is not all. FTC actually went after Facebook despite them lobbying an insane amount of money, which is more than the amount lobbied by all the network marketing companies in the world combined. Okay, so what is the response of Oris Marco? Straight from the horse's mouth, he said that it don't matter. It doesn't matter one bit because MLM lobbies more than 90% of their money, of their entire revenue, while Facebook lobbies so small of their money. They are literally lobbying pennies. Just take a look at this video.
Government like you would not believe. As a matter of fact, there's a website called Open Secrets. Open Secrets. It's a nonprofit organization. It does research and it's government transparency group tracking. It tracks money in politics and its effect on elections and policy. If you go to Open Secrets, you can actually see how much money, percentage of revenue, that MLM companies are spending on government lobbying, another doublespeak term. What does it mean? Bribery. You can see how much MLM companies, or rather the Direct Selling Association and specific companies for that matter, are spending on lobbying as a percentage of revenue compared to what companies like Meta, Pfizer, Goldman Sachs, etc., big corporations, so huge, who you would think have a very, very strong interest in lobbying and making sure the government is on their good side. You can see that the percentage of revenue spent by MLM companies on lobbying drastically outmatches the percentage of revenue that these big corporations are spending. Now, they might not be spending more money in terms of actual dollars amount, but they are spending a greater percentage of their own revenue. So they might be spending, out of $1 billion made that year, 100 million on lobbying, whereas Meta maybe spent 200 million, but it was a much smaller fraction of their overall money.
Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Using your logic, let's take a look at case study. Okay, realize example. Let's say, for example, I work a job, right? Let's say I earn $2,000 and I lobbies the government 1,900 of my saving. I'm just using example. I'm just using what if, okay? If I repeat again, what if I work a job? What if I earn $2,000 from the job and I lobbies 90%, 99, I don't know, okay, but I'm lobbies ridiculous amount of my savings, which is 1,900 out of 2,000. I lobbies 1,900 of my savings. However, okay, I example, I made an absolute heinous crime, absolute despicable act of unaliving another person, okay. For example, so now the police want to arrest me, for example, but then they take a look at my background, then they say, whoa, 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 back up, this guy lobbies almost 99% of his savings. Whoa, back up, leave him alone, let's leave him alone. But Facebook lobbies millions, okay, every single month. However, that millions is pennies. So I know this guy lobbies 1,900, but Facebook lobbies pennies. So we can touch Facebook. Let's bring Facebook to court. But for me, I go scot-free. Do you know how stupid that sounds, Oris Marco? It's so stupid. As a matter of fact, I mean, if the matters of how much percentage of money we lobbies, what a way to carry out this stupid strawman argument. You keep saying we are all gibbity good stupid arguments, but honestly, when I think about how the arguments that you bring forth to me, I have to say is, I mean, of course your fan base will definitely defend you as if their very life depends on it, but the truth is truth. You are full of nonsense, okay. So it's still gibbity good hoopra. You know we can carry on this debate on and on and on, but I know for a fact that you will debate me with more and more nonsensical variables, strawman argument that is completely unrelated to the initial topic at hand. I mean, I have made my point. Just be a man and admit when you are wrong. I mean, everybody makes mistake. Right now, you made a mistake. I mean, I can literally tear you apart, tear your argument apart, okay? And I can point it out to you, to the whole world, okay? However, your fan base will be there to support you all the way. I know for a fact. But I know there are logical people out there who will see reasons. So don't let me embarrass you any further. You are a bright young kid. I know you are. You are a few years younger than me, but I know you are a bright young kid. You ought to see that for yourself. The fact of the matter is, lobbying argument is absolutely rubbish. If the FTC can chase Facebook despite them lobbying ridiculous amount, it doesn't matter if MLM direct selling is lobbying 90% of their entire money, it is still lower than Facebook, okay. It is an easy picking for FTC. Let's say FTC, this is the FTC amount, right, revenue. But you say that they lobbies pennies about this much. However, this is the representation of Facebook. Can I use this for example? I hope you don't mind, right? You will not fault me for it, right? You will not carry out ad hominem's attack against me, right? Maybe your fans base also will attack me using ad hominem attacks. I don't know, okay? But I'm gonna carry on using this as an example. This is the representation of Facebook, okay? Facebook earns this much, okay? And this is the representation of direct selling. They earn this much, and they lobbies about 90% of this. Almost the entire paper lah, huh? However, Facebook lobbies pennies, but that pennies is still much more than direct selling, MLM, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, is still much more than that. And Facebook have the power to go after FTC have the power to go after Facebook. Think about that for a second. If FTC have the power to go after Facebook, which lobbies pennies. Sorry about that, my camera just malfunction for a second there. But if FTC can go after Facebook, which lobbies pennies, clearly they will have enough power to go after direct selling every single week. Okay, every single week. It is so easy picking for FTC. It's so easy. They can take on any MLM, even Amway, 10 times a week. Okay, and they will still have excess extra money left over to give the entire FTC staff. For example, I don't know, okay, maybe a 2-week paid vacation to Japan, I think. Okay, I mean, come on, that is much more believable than recruit 5 by recruit 5 by recruit 5, the entire population of earth being recruited. So stupid. But the reason FTC cannot touch direct selling, MLM, network marketing, after everything that I have said to you, it should be very plain obvious. It should be very obvious. If you have a working functional brain, that FTC cannot touch the industry is not because of lobbying. It is because they are absolutely clean within the laws of all countries, both in law and moral consciousness. Okay? But knowing you guys, knowing the anti-MLM apologists, they will carry on with their fruitless, pointless arguments using false equivalents, strawmans, all kinds of logical fallacy. I wish you all good luck. The industry will still thrive, but it is your loss every single debate which you guys keep deluding yourself with delulu nonsense, and I feel sorry for you. That's all I have to say. Good day to you. Keep on earning your YouTube money, spreading hate. And I'm not saying this nonsensical thing, okay? I'm saying this after I have actually picked apart your argument bit by bit. You guys are full of hate. That's it. Enjoy your money. That's it. Bye bye.